Hey everybody, I'm at Chicago Public Library location, and I'm ready to present. Here's my office. This is art by Vital Vessel. I'm ready to share art, how to do portraits with people, the process of digitizing artwork, the office. Oh, and I already have some pre-drawn portraits. It's time to inspire the next generation, or whoever comes, inspire other creative individuals. It's time to have fun doing it, and it's time to put in work. We're going to digitize an original drawing and allow others to see how to make income or just spread art in a meaningful, productive way.
My name is Medgar, and I want to share my thoughts about Vital Vessel's art exhibit. The art exhibit honored Black history. It was very uplifting. It reminded me of the positive impact that Afro-Americans have had on Chicago, America, and the world. Her art exhibit was at the Harold Washington Library. That in itself was impressive and inspiring. It had an image of James Baldwin. He reminded me that Afro-Americans can be intellectuals and not just athletes. Her exhibit had an image of Harriet Tubman. She reminded me that if my goals look far away, I should just keep moving forwards towards my goals until I reach them. Her art exhibit had an image of Malcolm X. He reminded me that even if a person is a racist like he was, they can let go of racism like he did. The thing that stuck out to me when I looked at the three images was that they were burned into the wood. In the past, burning crosses and burning down churches were ways to scare and intimidate Afro-Americans. Vital Vessel used fire in her art to uplift and inspire. Part of her art exhibit depicted the transatlantic slave trade. I looked at it and thought about how things look bad for slaves, but eventually their descendants produced Olympic gold medalists, Purple Heart recipients, and Nobel Peace Prize winners. Her art exhibit was both thought-provoking and beautiful. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. So this is informal. What I really like with your art is the depth of it. It really comes from the heart. I like that you connect with your roots, with the essence of who we are as a people, as a collection of Black or colored people. Your art is multifaceted, from the choice of the medium to the choice of the colors that you use, the significance of everything. It all falls together.
Vital Vessel's Wooden Glass exhibition held at the Harold Washington Library, downtown Chicago, was very profound. There was pyrography or burnt wood that presented Black history. Mongrels like Shirley Chisholm, Harriet Tubman, James Baldwin, and Malcolm X. Moreover, the exhibition was a signification of where Blacks have come from in order to be where we are now, in reference to time and cultural progress. To include, a profound portion of the exhibit was wood used as a depiction of slave ships and slaves. It portrayed the transatlantic slave trade voyage, the limbo in which our ancestors underwent while traveling along the waters, slave trade routes, and in an unknown state of being transported to an unknown world. I thank Vital Vessel for the thought and effort put into the exhibition. It was a great experience, and hopefully she'll have another.
I'm a friend of Vital Vessel. I recently went down to her exhibit at Harold Washington Library for Black History Month. This was amazing for the simple fact that she did it all by herself. She did all the legwork, paperwork, whatever, and it just shows that if you put your mind to something, you can accomplish anything. The simple fact that she had Shirley Chisholm, who was one of the first Black female U.S. Congresswomen, that's a good person to use, and the simple fact that she did using the wood, burning the art into the wood. And you probably heard from somebody else on there how that's significant with the burning of the churches back in the day. So this was very important. Me personally, I think she could have had another piece or two in there. That's just my belief, because the more you can learn about Black history, the more the better. I'm very proud of her. There's more to come, probably more likely bigger than this. So all I can say is keep going, keep doing what you're doing, don't let anybody stop you, and just keep moving forward.
Appreciated a piece where I don't remember the name of it, but where you're showing kind of the convergence of resilience and death almost in survival. Like you have the sun and you have the trees representing resilience, and then you have the sea and the sky representing sort of transition, sacrifice. That's really powerful. That's really an aspect of history that I wasn't taught in school. Like coming from the Caribbean, where we knew about the slave trade, for example. We knew that some slaves were, voluntarily giving up their lives on the ships because they didn't, there was that fear of the unknown. But this aspect of resilience is not really something that was very much illustrated in our history books. But maybe at the end of the day, it takes guts to do what you do. I have a lot of admiration for you, for your work, because even though you and I have a lot in common, one thing that I really appreciate about you is the fact that you're a doer. I think we've talked about this before. I'm more of a thinker and you're more of a doer, meaning, I have the ideas and they stay in my head, and I never have that, they never see the day of light. My ideas never see the day of light. Whereas you have the epiphany, you have the ideas, and then you immediately implement, which is very nice. Now, I know over time you'll find your cadence, because you have a lot that you pursue at the same time. But I'm confident that you will find the right cadence for you progressively. One quote that I came across in the past was, you don't need to be great to start, but you need to start to be great. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're starting and you're learning in your journey, and you're implementing suggestions, constructive criticism, compliments. You are very you very much listen to others and take what works and reject the rest. So kudos to you for pursuing something that you like, and kudos to you for continuing to improve on your craft.
Vital Vessel Guitar. That's the fun for the day. I'm bringing the new year in with what I want to do or bring throughout this whole year or throughout my continuing part of my life. So, Vital Vessel Music, Vital Vessel Guitar. If you see this, I hope you enjoy and vibed with me as I vibed out. Peace out.